your goodie, huh? Good morning. Welcome to build day 22 as Kaylee Chomps. We just got done moving the truck. Now I gotta move the dog so I can get by. Excuse me, Kay. Just a little bit after 9 a.m. in the morning. Breakfast of the day right off the bat. I have no idea again. I haven't eaten, well, I had a handful of mints, but we just can't have a handful of mints for breakfast. What about some toast with peanut butter? Butter and peanut butter. Add on a couple of fried eggs. And a glass of milk. There you go. There's your breakfast of the day. That's done and out of the way. Now, we're just getting back into the hunt. I am double checking things. Make sure everything is doing good. And this is drying out. I probably should have used more glue on that. I don't think I put enough glue in there. But Joanne had fun with her bottling and stuff yesterday. And Jen's picture always looks so good right over that bar. You know, I need to contact you, Jen. See if I can get you to do a couple of more sketches for me. I like your pictures. I like to have them, more of them in my hunt. But Joanne worked over in the Pirate. She worked here in the Witch, getting a bunch of stuff up. She spent a lot of time in here, just getting stuff up, put into place. She still has to get the cloth dummies out and get them costuming. That's what the PVC pipe sticks are for. But Joanne did a very good job. She always does out here. Now, as far as us, me, you know, we worked in the Witch yesterday. Worked in the Gypsy. And I spent the rest of the day working in here, getting these damn things lit up. And getting Bart the butler in. For today's project, I've got two of them. First one is a semi-quick and simple one. I need to get a hole drilled in the hilt, the handle on the sword, and this goes on the captain. I'm going to go put it in on the captain, which won't take too long. I hope. With me, it's supposed to be like a 5-minute job, and it'll take me an hour, the way I'm moving. My other job starts from here and goes through here, and this is spider territory. And spider ends right here, and then there's a curtain going into Suan's display. First order of business in here is this. This is some of that temporary fencing. You buy it by the roll down Home Depot's, Lowe's. I think Ace even carries it. It's just a thin wire mesh coated in plastic. You know, it's a temporary fence. I bought a couple of rolls of this, I want to say years ago, for this spider display. We put it up as kind of a roofing material, and it allows Sue an anchor spot for when she does her cobwebbing, or for hanging spiders or snakes or what have you. And I've got to see how much I've got in that roll. I need to do the jumping spider, excuse me, Kaylee, and the jumping snake and the attack snake. I need to get some in over their enclosures. And then I've got to do this one. This is our, well, what I want to call our Mishkabibble display. We got spider web, a large snake, and a bunch of stuff that goes in here. But anyway, I got to get this material up and anchored into place. And then we're going to get started with the attack spider. Get it assembled, put into place, staked down, get the snake on it, and be done with it. And try to get this get this display done first. This is going to be our first one that we do this year. And I got my wiring hanging there. That's from the chain hole. I need to get it ran over to the power box as well. So that's all part of the same thing. But we are going to get started with the captain's sword and get that taken care of. And then we will move on from there. As soon as I let Kaylee in the house, she's had her nubs, which was a treat she was eating, and she's moved the truck, and now she's ready to go in and sack out. Or get a drink. She's usually thirsty after her nubs. There you go, Squirt. Alright, let's get to work and see where we can get to. Okay, guys, it's almost dinner time. I'm just now giving you another segment. I haven't shot anything since we opened it this morning. I'm sorry about that. Got into what I was working on and kept forgetting to grab the camera, and I really hadn't gotten that far. Ran into some problems. We're working over here in the spider snake area. Originally, this guy here was supposed to go in here, but once I got the head attached to the mechanism, the snout of it was sticking clear out past where the fence was going to be, supposed to be at. So not enough room. I am going to have to get a measurement on him so I know for next year. He needs about a 4 foot space, and this is only 3. So we decided to put Swan's big snake there. So we got that taken care of. And now I moved the jumping snake and the wreath, which I had mounted in here, over here, and put the jumping snake there. That way when they come around the corner, they get it by him. Then, they come down here, they've got a giant spider, and Swan can do some skeletons or something underneath it, all cobwebbed. And then we've got the attack spider. That was the first one I worked on today. It was him and the jumper. And I spent most of the day trying to get those two together. I'd forgotten how much of a bitch it was putting those two together. But we put him in there with a couple of trees and a cocoon body. That's pretty much as far as I've gotten all day long. And I'm still kind of putzing around. But I think we had a couple of problems. One was him, and I just explained that to you. The other one was that guy. He's supposed to have a giant cobweb. One of those truck bed spider web bungees. You know, they use for holding stuff down. Apparently we got rid of it last year after the hunt. I'd forgotten. Because I was going to hang that there and then put this guy on it. Now we don't have it, and I wanted it in there. So I figured I'd do that, and I have it looking like he's going for the fence. So I just got done hanging him there. Now I've got one more big spider. It's about half his size. And I'm going to get Sue-Ann out here. I was thinking about putting him in here above the snake. Or I could put him over in the exit hall. Or I could put him in the entrance hall. And I'm not sure where to put him. Then I have a bunch of snakes that we're going to actually hang down that people have to push through. People were getting creeped out by that last year when they realized they were snakes. Even though they knew they were fake, they were getting creeped out. So I'm thinking about doing that again this year. But with it getting close to being dinner, I'm going to keep kind of a little putzing around out here until Sue-Ann calls dinner. Next segment will be right before wrap up. And I'll show you where we've gotten to out here. Probably won't look too much different, but as soon as I can get done with my end out here, that means tomorrow Sue-Ann will be out here doing her magic, which will be cobwebbing and putting snakes up, and it's probably going to take her a couple of days to do it all. But I'm trying to get to the point where I can turn it over to her and just say, go for it. It's surprising how long it takes to hang snakes. There's about 30 of them in through here. And the adults and the teenagers will be getting hit with these upper ones. The lower ones are more for the little ones. And we still have little ones that'll pass in underneath. Now, this is a mixture, like this one here, and the ones hanging on the walls are from Oriental Trading. We got 24 of those last year, and they have a wire running through them, which makes it nice because you can bend them in different shapes. I've got 10 of them up here. I'm thinking Swan has more snakes. These are ones that Swan made here. And they're a little bit longer so they hang down further. I was thinking about maybe taking these ones with the wire off the top, putting Swan's up there, and then putting the ones with the wire down here on the wall so I can get to the corner. Maybe. Okay. I am snaked out. I've been at this all day long. But that's as far as we've gotten tonight. Let me get cleaned up. And the truck parked. Kaylee's begging for it. And we'll get you your end of the day wrap up. Okay guys, your end of the day wrap up. Kaylee just went down the hallway. She's not too sure what to make of those snakes hanging over her head. She's learned over the years to be leery of anything hanging over her head. She's been bopped a couple of times out here when we were haunt building, and when she was a puppy. So she's very leery about things. Those snakes bug her. Itch. But anyway, today, other than getting the sword installed on the captain over on the pirate, we spent all day working on the spider and those two new props. Even though the mechs we've had for a long time, and getting the new props on the attack snake and the jumping snake took forever. I kept running into little problems and stuff I had to fix and correct and what have you. But that's the nature of using a prop for the first time. You always have all these little bugs and kinks you have to work out. But it ate up most of the day. A nice thing is, other than a few snakes there in the hallway, I am for the most part done. I know on the upper reach up there, I've got some of the snakes with the wires in them. And I think I'm going to take those down and put them down at waist height. And then replace them with some of Swan's snakes. But I will do that tomorrow, probably half hour at the most, to get things moved around. And then that'll finish up my end of the snake basic prop setup for the snake. Then we will be moving over into clown country. Clown is the last display that needs its basics done. I gotta get the hammer and clown together. I've got to get the Jack-in-the-Box put together, and then I've got 2 tubs full of junk that goes into that display that I've got to sort through and get put up, and fun. But we'll do that tomorrow, and that will probably end up taking most of the day. Hopefully we'll get it done before dark tomorrow. And if we can, then we'll be done with stage 2, and we can start on stage 3. And I'll cover stage 3 when we get to it. Past that, I'm logging. Sorry you didn't get very much footage today. I've been trying to keep the vlogs around 15 minutes. You've had a couple have gone past that, but most of them have been 15 minutes. Stay spooky. Stay dark.